critical of the Broncos. What are you seeing when you're watching them play at the moment?
Well, for me, it looks like they just want to trick shot their way to victory. They just want to put their set plays on. They don't want to get down and dirty. That's just how I see it. They've just got to totally simplify the way they play, get there and back their defence, and just play a power game, high completions, and tackle your way to victory. They need a real dirty, winning ugly win.
They don't put themselves in a position to help their teammate. If you look at the great teams and if you put a high camera, what you'd see them moving in position constantly, constantly getting back behind the ball and working to make it better for their teammate. I don't see it.
Because they want to go for the big play.
That's right.
They want to play the big play. Payne Haas gets a runaway late in the game. There's no one within 20, 30 metres of him. They're just cheering. Go, I just want to do a block for a block for a block on play 4. Strip it back your defence, high completion rates.
So what does that come down to? Is that obviously there's onus, there's a lot of onus on the players who are on the field, but there's also a lot of discussion about the coaching staff at the moment. Michael Maguire, he's obviously come in and he's been hoping to change the team around, put that really hard edge on them. But who is to blame in this situation? How much onus is on Michael?
Well, you go from Kevy said people say Kevy was, gave the players too much room, and now you're going to a coach who mightn't give them any room.
Who's a dictator.
So it comes back to the players. You can't have it both ways. You can't love Kevy but not produce for him, and then all of a sudden you get someone who works you hard and you don't work for him as well. So at the end of the day, the players just need to stand up.
The worrying thing for me is they're the biggest club in the NRL. Pretty much kids in Queensland, pretty much they all want to play for the Broncos. They haven't got any halves coming through. They're looking to sign Adam Reynolds. What's Reno? 35? 35. Where's the next plays? Look at the Raiders. The Raiders, K.O. Weeks, Chevy Stewart, early 20s. Ethan Sanders in his 20s. Ethan Strange in his 20s. Owen Paddy. Where's their planning? Where's the next halves pushing through? There isn't any. There isn't.
So
Someone black?
Kobe Black.
Kobe Black.
If you are coaching this side then, what are you looking, how do you change it around? Obviously, we're
it's up to the players, it's not the coach.
They've got the talent. They're the best players. But if you went through all the kids in Queensland, they've got them all. Brisbane have the best production line, and they always have. So they're the best players. You don't need different players. They've just got to find a way.
When Payne Haas gets the ball, the two halves, the fullback, should be buzzing around whenever he gets the ball, because if they push up, he's going to get one-on-one tackles. Look, one-on-one tackles, you can't tackle him. And if he gets a one-on-one tackle, it's a quick play of the ball or it's an offload. You've got to push up with him. You can't be saying, get to here for a quick play of the ball because we've got this fancy big play on. It doesn't work like that.
There's a real concern against Manly, the score, and how it got away at the end, and some of the tries. I'm nearly getting out of the road at one stage. There was just a real lack of commitment, I thought.
But him and Carrigan can hold their head high. Well, look, they're excuses because they've had injuries to
I think
fullbacks.
Also in saying that, though, like they set this great standard, but they then need to also now take that next level and drive it into everyone else. Like they provide, but they need to learn to drive everyone mad so everyone around them provides. They know what winning looks like.
Has Payne got that in him?
Well, everything he doesn't verbalise it, but everything he does is actions. He trains hard, always on time. He's a real professional. So if Carrigan, he might need to be the voice. He needs to drive people mad. You've got to make people accountable.
Nothing to do with the coach.